Greetings Star Wars community and welcome to Star Wars World Reviews. And today in Star Wars Rewind, we're going to be looking back at some news that either happened this week or in the past couple of weeks since I've been gone, especially D23 coming out this weekend. We're going to get a lot of Star Wars, so sit on, buckle up and hit that hyperdrive because Star Wars World Reviews starts now. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Ro, and you heard that right. D23, the big announcement for Star Wars will be this weekend. Supposedly, we're gonna get a trailer for The Mandalorian. I know we got some snippets here and there at Star Wars Celebration back in April, but with The Mandalorian coming out in November, I'm sure, and that's the rumor happening right now, that we're gonna get a full-length trailer for the new TV show The Mandalorian, and that's something I'm very excited about. So this Friday, August 23rd at 3:30 p.m. we're gonna get the big Mandalorian panel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna get that full-length trailer. And for those of you guys that are excited for the Rise of Skywalker movie, also on D23 this Saturday, August 24th at 10 in the morning, they're gonna have their Rise of Skywalker panel. They said they're gonna do a lot of behind the scenes, but you never know if they're gonna give those fans at D23 some surprises regarding the movie. So stay tuned for those rumors, stay tuned for that footage from D23 regarding the Rise of Skywalker. And to give you guys some of my thoughts that happened in the past few weeks regarding some Star Wars news, well, obviously, Ewan McGregor is to be rumored to come back as Obi Wan Kenobi, reported by Deadline. And I will leave that link below if you guys want to read that story. But you never know. I mean, D23 Expo is this weekend, like I mentioned before, and maybe in the opening of this D23 Expo, Lucasfilm and Disney just come out and tell us that Ewan McGregor is in fact coming out as Obi Wan Kenobi. That would be awesome for us, man, to get that little treat, because I mean, the Disney Plus service is launching in November, and what better way to bring people into the service than to announce that Ewan McGregor is reprising his role as Obi Wan Kenobi. So what are your thoughts about that? For me, I mean, I'm excited. That's something that me as a fan has been asking for years. I mean, nobody wanted the Solo movie, and even though the Solo movie was a great movie, I would have loved to see Ewan McGregor once again as Obi Wan Kenobi. It was announced that Star Wars Rebels Season 2 was going to be the final season for this show. And as a fan, I'm excited that it was going to be the last season because I didn't really enjoy the show at all. I understand this show is meant for kids, and maybe kids find the show appealing, but as a Star Wars fan, I just didn't see the point to these characters. And so when I saw that it was announced, I was excited, but at the same time, I'm a little bit worried because this trailer looks great. This trailer looks like an episode of Rebels. Now, Rebels is one of my favorite Star Wars kids shows of all times. I mean, I really enjoy Rebels because I don't felt like it was just targeted for kids. I felt like it was targeted for all Star Wars audiences or all audiences. And so when I saw this trailer, I was like, man, this feels like Star Wars Rebels. So I'm worried that this show is gonna leave in a high note, and we're not gonna get any more of Star Wars Resistance. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they did say it was the final season, but just like, the Clone Wars, we're gonna have season 7 coming up in November. Maybe the fans rally up this, behind this show, Star Wars Resistance, and we'll get more Star Wars Resistance if the show is actually good. But as of right now, this is going to be the last season for Star Wars Resistance. And something that is very touching and I wanted to share with you guys is that Hayden Christensen met the young actor that played that youngling that he kills in episode 3. You heard that right. Now that young actor is actually a young man, and he got to meet Hayden Christensen in a Comic-Con, and I will leave that article below if you guys want to read that. But I thought it was very touching that after all these years, I guess it's almost like no hard feelings, right? It's just the character that Hayden Christensen had to play, and this kid talks about his experience. I believe there's a video of that experience, and I will try to also put that link below if you guys want to watch that video. But I just thought it was very cool, Hayden Christensen meeting that young man who played that kid, because that's a famous scene in our Star Wars universe. Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, in the making, killing the younglings, and now this young boy is actually a young man, and seeing them together, it's kind of fun. Well, that's it for the news for these past few weeks. I know there's so much more in our Star Wars universe that I have not covered, but thank you all for being here. And I just want to say, for those of you guys that follow up with me while I was in Chicago, I appreciate you guys for watching the blogs and the toy hunts and maybe the mini videos that I put here and there on this YouTube channel. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It was a fun vacation and I'm glad to be back. I know it's taking me a little bit to kind of get the gears going with this channel once again. Once you've been gone for almost like 3-4 weeks, it just feels like, man, you know, like it's so hard to get back on, but I'm so excited that we're back here again. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. Welcome, and like always, can't wait to guys have it back here at Star Wars World Reviews.